as you all probably know by now, I don't do a lot of my life, right? I'm a great bodybuilder, meaning I just don't leave the house. So I've got a shitload of work to do at my desk, which is horrendous content. I do have a podcast I'm filming with Colin, which is an American podcast. I'll put the link. I won't put the link in the description because it might not be out yet. I'll post it on my Instagram when it's live, so just make sure you follow my Instagram. I've got that. I need to go to the supermarket, the store, as Americans call it. I'm trying to get my sort of vocabulary correct, ready for the podcast. But yeah, I need to go there to grab some food, funnily enough, for this video, because I figured, like, you've watched quite a few days of eating by now. It's very boring. It's all the same foods. Like, we've got rice pudding meal one, then we've got a fish and rice, then some cereal, again, some rice pudding. So I thought for the final meal we'll switch it up a little bit, which, to be fair, it is a meal I eat probably once every 2 weeks on a rest day. I wouldn't really, it is an off plan, but it fits perfectly in my macros for the day. It's just not as, good a food source, but I have it like every sort of 2 weeks with Em, because she likes it, and then I'm actually eating a meal with her, so then she can't complain at me. So yeah, getting ready for prep, very excited. Got about 29 days from today, I think, is probably when I'm going to start, which will be the Monday after Christmas. I think it's Monday the 30th, something like that. Realistically, I'll probably start a bit before that, but that'll be my first check-in with Tom, where it's like prep, which is exciting. Now, I need to stop talking and get my meal together because it's a little bit later this morning than normal. It's like 8 now. I normally eat about 7, but I had to give Em a quick lift to work, and I didn't eat beforehand because I didn't have time to make the food, film it, and eat it. So I just thought I'll just leave it, because that's what all good bodybuilders do. Meal warm. Everyone who used my code and took advantage of Black Friday from ESN or from VQ or Hardbody, massively appreciate you. Thank you. Most people I think obviously DM me a screenshot of it so I can actually thank you personally. But if you didn't and you did use my code, genuinely thank you. I appreciate the support. You don't have to use my code, but you chose to. So, it means a lot. My knee as well, that's another update, because you'll see me hobbling when I stand up. Was getting quite worried about it, in all honesty, to be totally transparent. I injured it now, what is it, 11 days ago? It got better. In the last few videos, I was being pretty positive about it because it was definitely getting better. And then it got worse. Now, I've not trained legs the entire time, so I'm not really sure what made it worse. It's a number of things, I think. Being this heavy and just walking around on it was inflaming it and aggravating it. There was one night where I slept on it, funny, and that really hurt it. And then just getting in and out of the car, I just twist on my ankle, or try and pivot on my foot, and your rotation through the knee, that just really aggravates it at the minute. I've done 2 lots of tissue work with Will since injuring it. Most recent one was Friday, today's Sunday. That Friday's the first day I actually genuinely started to see an improvement. So I'm a lot more positive about it now, but I was very worried that this could be, I could be needing an MRI to look at this further if I've actually torn something in my knee, but I don't think I have. I think I just strained it, and I just think I continue to aggravate it. I did a really heavy set of T-bar, and even just that bracing through my knees to do that set of T-bar really aggravated it. So now I'm on a very strict walk as little as possible. When I'm walking around, I'm very conscious not to be twisting on my knee. I'm just keeping it very stationary. I'm not fully extending my knee when I'm sat down, because that was also putting pressure through it. So I'm just keeping it slightly bent at all times. I do still have good range of motion. After I've walked on it for a few minutes, I can walk completely normal. It's when I've been sat down for ages and I first stand up that my knee kind of seizes up a little bit. So basically, I reckon, based on how I feel now, another week, possibly 2, and I'll be able to train legs again, which is good because prep's not far away. So any longer than that, and it'd be prep's looking a little bit ropey, but no, we're looking good. So going to keep hammering the tissue work. When I'm walking around a lot, I put sort of a compression bandage on it just to stop it getting too inflamed. Whenever I'm sat at home, I'm just icing it relentlessly. I've got one of those reusable ice packs that I just put in the freezer, take it out, and then just strap it to my knee. So it's definitely a lot worse than I thought it was originally, because I'm still having to do that after 12 days, but it is healing. So sort of, I'm hoping towards the end of next week, I'm going to go for a very, very, very light leg session, like put 2 plates aside and not go to extreme depth, because that's obviously when I injured it. And we'll see how it goes. But on the bright side, it's looking better. This stuff is your best friend, okay? Especially in the off season. I absolutely love sushi rice. It's just a lot stickier and easy to eat. So if you are somebody who struggles to eat in the off season, move away from jasmine, basmati, that sort of shit. Go to sushi rice. It is a little bit more expensive, but it makes your life so much easier. I'm going to go back to do the last sort of 5-6 check-ins, however many that I had, whilst this cooks, and then eat this, and then get started with the new setups after. This really is what a rest day looks like. Em's at work. It's just me bouncing between work and meals. Fellas, I've fucked up this meal. Just went in the fridge to get out my tilapia that I cooked yesterday. Quickly to remember, I actually cooked it 2 days ago and then ate it yesterday. Meaning that my tilapia, my poor little fish I was meant to be eating, is currently still frozen. So I've got a lot of, oh, you can't see, I've got a lot of, this is all cod in there, so it goes all the way back there, you can see. We've got lots of chicken, and then down here we've got bags and bags, you can't even see. That's all tilapia. So what I was meant to do was get one of these out this morning. Why won't my camera flip? Yeah, I should have got one of these out this morning, defrosted it, and then that's 2 days worth of tilapia. The issue is that I didn't get it out this morning and I didn't defrost it. So that's now still frozen, which makes this meal rather useless. But yeah, I'm just going to have to do fucking clear away for my protein source in this meal with a bowl of rice. Every time I do a full day of eating, you'll get some like old school meathead being like, oh, no real food, all synthetic shit. And it's like, mate, fucking, you're brain dead moron. That's a little bit harsh. But whey protein, like a good quality whey protein, whey isolate, it is the most bioavailable protein source like there is. So it is fantastic. If you're getting a shitty whey that's just had like its nitrogen index spiked just to make it look like it's got more protein in, it doesn't really happen anymore because of regulations, but back in the day that certainly used to be the case. It really affected people's digestion, it caused them bloated and gas, and it wasn't as good as like an actual meat, right? Nowadays, you know, ESN, the quality of the protein is so good that there is absolutely no reason for you not to have it. You could genuinely get away with like an only whey being your only protein source. Now, I probably wouldn't recommend that because you still want a balanced diet, you know, everything in moderation. But throughout my many years of bodybuilding, I reckon throughout the off season especially, half of my protein intake comes from whey. Always has, always will. Never had any issues with it because I've always been using a high quality whey. When I'm dieting, yeah, sure, I prefer more of a chicken or tilapia, that was the word I was looking for. Just because it's more filling. Obviously, you know, an ISO clear in prep doesn't exist for me because I don't want to drink juice. I want food to fill me up. But right now in the off season, yeah, sure, I'll take this because it's very easy to get down. Obviously, I prefer tilapia in this meal, but for other meals, this is an absolute godsend. Or if I'm out and about, right, far easier to take this than a Tupperware of chicken. So yeah, it's not bad. Basically, anyone who thinks it is, you know, educate yourself on the modern qualities of whey protein. And I'm eating 325 grams of protein a day, right? So about 180 of that is from meats and whole sources. Maybe a little less, maybe like 150. The rest of it's from whey, and it's absolutely fucking fine. All the rump steaks look shit, so I've gone for sirloin instead. Normally I go rump because it's a bit of a leaner cut, but fuck it, I'll go full fatty today. Right, yet again, improvised laps and overcome. We've gone for some crispy crinkle fries. yeah, we've got a bowl of cereal basically, and then also a little bit, some more of this beauty. There you go, just like some malt loaf. That one's just in a packet. This is the one from yesterday, so they are 400 gram bricks, these. I quarter it. So I had a quarter yesterday post-workout. I'm having a quarter in this meal as well. It's not the nicest, but it is a very, very easy, carb-dense thing to eat. So typically I have it post-workout. I am just going to have it today as well, and the rest takes in a rush before this podcast. So it's now 5:20. So I finished the podcast probably about 4:30, I think it was, maybe slightly earlier, and then ate a meal straight away because I was quite hungry. As I was eating that meal, ended up just carrying on doing a bit more work, getting on with a new starter and stuff like that. Ate the meal, came to put it in the sink to do some washing up in a minute. Saw my camera on the side and realised shit, I didn't film it. But it was literally just, fucking hell, another sack of rice pudding. So yeah, that is meal 4 for the day. We've got 5 meals, we've got 1 more, which will be a little bit later this evening. I'm a little bit ahead on food today, which is a strange feeling because normally I'm not. But yeah, it's going well. I was actually meant to have with that meal, according to this, some fruit juice, but I'm obviously not having that because I'm still quite hungry. So I'm going to change that to actual food, probably just some actual fruit, banana or an apple or something. In a little bit, probably I'll eat that whilst I'm driving to get M, so won't be in the video, but we'll just call it a banana. Probably going to have an apple though. And then meal 5 later will be 200 grams of steak and then sweet potato fries. Obviously, it's not rump steak like it's meant to be, and it's not sweet potato fries. It's whatever fries I picked up. I think I got like some crinkle cut ones. We'll do them, and it's a sirloin steak, which is my preferred steak in all honesty. It's just slightly less lean. So that's that. We've got some more work to do, funnily enough. I'm obviously not really doing a lot of steps or activity in the net, so I didn't do my fasted walk. I'm not doing any steps right now. I'm probably at like 2,000 steps for the day, which is horrific, but my knee is recovering quite nicely, so I'm keeping that going. Been icing it all day. That's just life right now. So I'm going to do some washing up, which is really exciting. We won't film that. And then I need to go get M, and then we need to cook some steaks for the final meal. I don't know how long this video is. There's not really a lot of content to film, so hopefully it's long enough. I feel like I've waffled a fair bit. The only other thing I can waffle about, actually, for what we have to do in the next few weeks, we've got, nearly showed the address, we've got this package here that was sent to me, and what this is, it's from Full Bore Blood Work. It is basically just a blood work kit. Why? Yeah, so it's got all the tubes and stuff in there to take my blood, send it off to get it tested, because we are going to do some blood work in the next sort of 2 weeks. For obviously health purposes, make sure I'm in a nice healthy spot heading into prep, which I have zero doubts that I will be, because I'm intelligent. I can't put this away now, it can just stay there, fuck it. I'll fix it another time, but yeah. So yeah, we've got the blood work to be done, which obviously should come back pretty good, but it's always good just to check. Never just assume. So we'll check, get the green light. Only thing that will probably be a little bit out of range will be cholesterol markers. Typically something I always see for myself, something I'm always trying to improve. But obviously doing what we do, you know, sometimes it has to take a hit, but right now it shouldn't be that bad. I'm taking all the steps I need to be, which is good. So we're basically just going to check the cholesterol, check the other markers as well, make sure everything else is where it should be. But usually with my blood work, the only thing that tends to be, you know, slightly out is cholesterol. So we'll see where that's at. Hopefully, shouldn't be too bad. I'll talk about my blood work, obviously, when I get the results in an upcoming video. It probably won't be for a while because, is it a week tomorrow? A week tomorrow, I go to Hamburg, which has come around very quickly, actually. So we're in Hamburg and Vienna for a week. So I actually need to get blood work done next week before I go away, which means I need to book it, which means I've got to take 3 days off training as well, which I don't want to do. Right, washing up time and then steak time. All right, this is what we're working with for the fries. We're gonna bang those in the air fryer and then get started on the steak. I'll be honest, Emily normally cooks our steak because she's probably better at it than I am. she's just got out of the shower. She was going to come in and help cook, but I was filming this and then she ran out. So I'll show you how we're going to cook it. Not going to film the cooking process because then she can help and I don't have to do as much. She doesn't want to be on camera, so. But we need to put the fries in first anyway because they take longer. So yeah, successful steak and fries. Em's cooking eggs because she wants steak and eggs and fries. I don't, so I'm gonna eat my steak and fries now. And realistically, that's probably it for the video. If I do anything else after, I'll film it. But I don't even know what time it is now. It's 8:20. This is my meal 5. Gonna drink some more water, take my evening sups, and that's about it. So yeah, we'll catch you in the next video, which will be probably a training video. And then a week tomorrow, I go to Hamburg and then Vienna. And I think Nidesh, my videographer, is coming to Hamburg, so there'll be plenty of content there. And I'm filming in Vienna, of course. So lots to come. Thanks for watching. It's like 5,000-ish calories. I went through it earlier. Quite an enjoyable day of eating, to be fair. So yeah, see you in the next one.